While Pakistan claims to be a peacemaker in global wars, it seems that it cannot handle its own backyard. As Asim Munir and Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif claim mediators between the US and Iran, their own military has been striking civilians in Afghanistan. The bloody clash between Pakistan and Afghanistan reignited over the weekend after about a month of calm, with Pakistani strikes killing at least 36 civilians, including children, and injuring 163 others. 3 eastern provinces of Afghanistan were targeted by Pakistani military a day after 3 members of the Sindh Rangers, which is a Pakistani paramilitary force, were killed at their headquarters in Karachi. Pakistani officials said they had arrested an Afghan while 3 others died in the attack. Taliban's deputy spokesperson gave out details of the latest Pakistan strikes. In Mandukhel village in Paktia province, Pakistani fighter jets bombed a civilian home, resulting in the death of an elderly sheikh and a child. When villagers gathered to rescue the injured, the aircraft targeted them with a second bombing, leading to the death of 28 civilians and the injury of 158 others, quote unquote. That's what they said. Meanwhile, in a village in Paktika province, the airstrikes targeted the home of 1 civilian, resulting in the death of 6 people, most of them women and children, quote unquote. Also saying, quoting further, in Barovlo village of Kunar province, the home of 1 civilian was bombed, quote unquote. Now, both sides, Pakistan and Taliban, summoned each other's charge d'affaires to protest the deadly violence. Pakistani Foreign Ministry said that demarches were issued in light of the fact that Afghan nationals participated in the Karachi attack, quote unquote. While Pakistan's information minister said 29 militants were killed in the strikes, also adding that this was a response to, quote, recent terrorist attacks against innocent people, quote unquote. The Taliban condemned what they called a cowardly act and a crime and atrocity. Former President Hamid Karzai condemned Pakistan's airstrikes, calling them a violation of Afghanistan's sovereignty and international law. He urged Pakistan to, quote, abandon its policy of confrontation and double standards toward extremism and instead engage with Afghanistan, quote unquote. United Nations Assistance Mission in Afghanistan condemned that at least 28 civilians were killed and 49 injured in airstrikes carried out in Paktia, Paktika and Kunar provinces. India has issued a statement condemning Pakistani strikes on Afghan civilians. The statement by the country's foreign ministry called it a blatant act of aggression and assault on Afghanistan's sovereignty. New Delhi called the Pakistani attack a threat to regional peace and stability. On Saturday night, a breakaway faction of the TTP, or Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, claimed responsibility for the Karachi attack. The attack was the first major strike in Karachi since October 2024, when 2 Chinese engineers were killed in a suicide bombing near the Karachi airport. That attack was claimed by the Balochistan Liberation Army. In fact, the 2 countries have been embroiled in a bloody, violent conflict since early this year. Islamabad has accused the Taliban of harboring militants who carry out deadly attacks inside Pakistani territory. The Taliban denies the accusation. Hundreds of people have been killed in cross-border fighting since February, when Afghanistan launched retaliatory strikes after Pakistan carried out airstrikes inside Afghan territory. Several rounds of talks have been held, but a lasting ceasefire has not been achieved yet. The two sides agreed to a ceasefire in March, but there have been sporadic attacks since then. China, remember, hosted the two sides in April and later said that Pakistan and Afghanistan have both agreed not to escalate their conflict and to explore a solution. Clearly, that, as of now, has not happened. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.